Okay, welcome back. What I want to do is continue with Mathematics GCSE Key Stage 4, and what I want to look at is simple one or two exercises. Now, it says here write 726,904 in words. Now, you'll be surprised how many people actually cannot do that. You really will be surprised. So what I want to do is to show you how it's done. Now, I'm going to have to use some space, a bit more space than I would like to. Okay, so what I want to try and do is get this. Now, this is session 18, and I'm going to try and wrap this section up with session 18 if I can. Okay, so look at what it says quite clearly there. Okay, all right, now I did not go into high definition, so bear with me. I'm hoping that it will. Let me come back, make sure that can get everything into view. Okay, yes, okay. Right, now let me get my pen and we'll go with you this morning. Okay, and go back to there. Right, 7.6. So what we have here is, now what's the best way of doing this? Let me see. And do I have enough space, or can I adapt another method to this? One second, let me see if I can do something here. Let me see something here. Now I'm sure I shouldn't need to do this, but somewhere along the lines you often end up having to improvise. So bear with me for a second. I'm getting there. Bear with me. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Stop it up. Okay. I'm gonna have to go with what I have to hand. Okay. I can't do anything about that, so bear with me. Just excuse all the noise and the racket. I'm just trying to make sure. So I want to make it big. So we have 726,000. Okay. So we have in words. Right. Okay. Okay. Can I get this up? Let me see. Now, question one. What we have here is, and I'm looking at this question here. Okay. Question one. Okay. Make sure you can pan back, which you can see it in. That's the question I'm looking at there. Question one. Okay. Okay. So let's make sure we can get this to you. So what we have is 726,904. Okay. okay, and we're talking about that figure there, okay. Pan back. I want to make sure you can see it, and that's how it is written out, okay. Now SEVENHUNDRED and 20 TWENTY, 6 SIX, 1000 THOUSAND, and 9 NINE, 100 HUNDRED, and of course 4 FOUR, 4, okay. Okay, thank you. Right, now question 2. We've done question 1. Question 2. The population of Calderside is 4.5 million. Write this number in figures. Right, on this one I think I can do it on the screen because it's not that large. Well, it's not going to take up that much space, I hope, but you never know with these things, okay. So here I've got my pen. So population calculator is 4.5 million. So what we have here is 4, okay. Five, it's okay, just bear with me for a second. I'm coming. Okay, right. Yes, I have this figure now. So what I'm looking at now is and let me just bear with me for a figure, and it's going to be a comma is going to be there, okay. So we're gonna put a comma there, okay, and it's going to be 5 0, and it's going to be 0, okay, comma again, okay, and that's going to be 0, and that's going to be 0, and that's going to be 0, and therefore that is 4,500,000. 4.5 million is actually 4,500,000, and that's how you would write that figure there, okay. Let me just move into it so you can see it, okay. Okay, and pan back out, okay. Okay, and again remember what the question says. Am I at an angle? Why am I at an angle? 1 second. Okay, am I at an angle? Okay, just sure I am in focus. Okay. Okay. And rounding now, okay, here we are. Let me just change the colors again. Here we are. And now it asks you here, round the following to the nearest whole number, okay, and that should be simple enough. Now feel free to look back at some of the exercises I've done. I am not perfect, and I make mistakes, okay. I make no apologies for that on any shape or form, okay. So please check. Round the following to the nearest whole number. If it's 5 or more, then we know we round up. So that's going to be 33.5. Rounding the following to the nearest whole number, So therefore, that's going to be 34. Okay. So that's going to be 34. Okay. $34. That's just going to be free. Okay. Again, check this for yourselves. Again, looking back at what I've done. Okay, that will just be 3. Okay, of course 2 is nowhere. It'll be 3.3, still be less. So round the following to the nearest whole number. Okay, right, round the following to the nearest 100. Okay. Okay, so here that will be the nearest 100. That will be 400. Okay. Okay, that would be 400. Okay, this will be 22,000. Okay, now why would it be 22,000? Sorry, my apologies. It will be 23,000. Called the 7 is nearer 1,000 than it is. Okay. So that would be 23,000. Now again, check this for yourselves. Look back at the exercises I've done in exercise session 17, 16, 15, 14, so forth. You've done this already. Make sure that you are on the right tracks. I'm not perfect and I make mistakes, and I'm doing this sometimes purely from memory. So please bear that in mind. It is your responsibility and your responsibility only to check, 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 check. And here we have to the nearest 1,000. That will simply be 2,000. Okay. Okay. Nearest 1,000. That's 463,000. That will be 460,000. Feel free to question this if you wish, okay? By all means. $60,000, okay? Okay. Now, write down the following numbers correct to the given number of decimal places. Okay. Now we have just done this here, so I'm not going to do this again for you. Okay, write down the following numbers correct to the given number of significant figures. We have just done that also, and I expect you to be able to do that for yourselves. Okay. So let me just make sure that we can see that we got it all in place. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Good. Okay, these here you can do yourselves, okay? These here you can do, you've just done these here in session 17. So go to session 17 if you want to see, remember how it's done again, look back at that, okay? You don't need to memorize it or try to remember it, but you need to actually write it out for yourself so you know what you're doing. Okay. Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, let's go back to it a little bit. goodness me, that's estimation, isn't it? That is quite an intriguing piece that I. Let me just before we go to that, let's do the rectangular section of the garden first. Okay. Now hang on a second. Let me just make sure we get this a bit into place. Right. A rectangular section of garden measures 35.2 meters by 21.9 meters. Find its area in square meters correct to one decimal place, A, one significant figure, B, and C, the nearest square meter. Okay. So what is the total area of that? Well, let's find out, shall we? And again, you will need to multiply. And I'm not going to do multiplications for you. You will need to multiply. And I'm going with a different color this time. You need to multiply 35 point 2 times 21.9, and that's what you need to be doing. Okay, first of all, so let's look at it from that perspective, so we get our perspective correct. Okay. Now when we multiply that, that is equal to 7 0 point 8 Okay, so one decimal point, one decimal place, sorry, I'm just one decimal place, 770.8, one significant figure, now this you can question this when you come to do it. Now I'm trying to do this from memory now without going back, and I have to admit I'm getting a little bit struggling here. I have to admit. Now this should be quite simple enough. One decimal place is 770.8, but rounding up it will be 771. Okay, interesting. Now some of you should get this better than me because you should spend more time on it. But let's go with this. 7 and I'm going to put him for here. Okay, check this for me and make sure that it is correct, please. Okay, as I said, I'm not perfect, and I'm trying to do this from the top of my head without going back too far. Okay, one significant figure. The figure that I would be left with. One significant figure. One significant figure. One significant figure. I'm going to come with you. Come with you as bear with me for a second. Yeah, I am looking back a little bit. One significant figure. It will be so much. Okay, this may be a slight difference for myself, but let's go with you. 7, 7, 0. One significant figure. I'm just going with that 0. Zeros has to stay in place. Leaving you there, and I'm leaving you there. Okay. Now I'm questioning this a little bit myself. I have to be honest with you, but I'll go with it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. The nearest square meter, and the nearest square meter will be to around 7. It will come to down to 7, 7, 1. 771 square meters. That's what this one will come down to. Okay, that's my assessment of this. And for this question here, you'll need to purchase, you're going to want to see it's 771 square meters. The instructions suggest using 50 grams of seed on 1 square meter. So 50 times 771, okay? 771 times 50 grams times 50 equals okay, what does that equal? Tell me. Come on. You should have done this by now already. Okay. So sorry about that. Let me go back a bit, make sure we can get this into play. Okay. And we can see what we're doing here. Okay, hopefully. Sorry, 771 times 50 equals 3, 8, 5, 0. Okay. Okay, so we then have to divide that by how many man? Sorry, again I want to see the lawn on this of this area. See this sold in 5 kilogram bags. And he's got an area of 771 square meters per 1 square meter. So if you have 50 grams of seed for every 1 square meter, then he has 771 square meters. Then he's going to need 38,550 grams. So let me change this color to another color like that. Give him you back. We then take this here and we divide by 1000 equals 38.55 kilograms. Equals to 38.9 30.55 kg. And as in 5 kilogram bags. Should come down to, he will need 8 bags. We'll need 8 bags. Need 8 bags. Okay, you simply divide that by, bring that to kilograms, divide that by 5, and you'll need 8 bags overall. Okay. Okay, let's make sure we can go up and everything is in place. Okay, for viewing. Okay. Okay, so just have a pan. Okay. Goodness me, that's taken longer than I expected. Okay, let's look at approximate estimation. Okay, so that's what I want to look at now. Now this is session 18. Okay, this is mainly session 18. All right. Okay, so I'm going to stop here now and I'm going to upload this, and we're going to look at estimating for the next session. Okay. Okay, so we'll look at estimating for the next session. Right, session 18, I'm going to bring this to a close now, and now don't forget to check and check and check again. Look back at some of this for yourselves. Okay, I estimate that should be 8 bags. Okay, overall. Okay, bring that off, take that off, and right, thank you, have a good day, and see you again. Bye bye.